Hi folks, I'm Doug at Dizzy Lizzie's, and this week I've got an electric wheelbarrow turn up. Now the customer said to me when they bought it, or when they bought their house, this come with the house, and originally it worked perfectly, no problem. They then plugged in a charger, saw a pile of smoke, and that's when it stopped working. So I did some investigating when I got round here. First thing, with my voltmeter, I checked out to see what the battery voltage was, and the battery is on the bottom in this piece here, and it's not small. And the battery showed 1.64 volts where it's discharged. So then they supplied me with a charger. I plugged it in, and yeah, I got 12 volts being supplied to the battery, but it was the wrong way round. So instead of it being, that's what I like about these digital meters compared to the old analog, is if you connect something up and the voltage is the wrong way around, on the old analog it would basically bend the needle that way. On the digital it just comes up with it's negative, and it showed me it was a negative 12.5 volts. So why is it that I'm now getting the wrong charge to the battery even when the charge is connected? And this is where you've got to listen to customers. I never asked him about it, but he said when he plugged in the charger there was smoke. And I had a quick look around the machine, and where it connects up to at the top there's a plug, and I've taken it out the machine, and you can see that's a bit burnt. I actually removed, these two were connected together, so that's the reason why you're not getting the correct voltage down to the battery to charge it. Now I put the battery on charge. At the moment it's showing 12.5 volts in there, and I just put it on here, connected it up, hit the button, and the wheel spun. So the motor's okay, it's just the fact that the battery isn't being charged. So how can I rectify it? Well, what I'm thinking about doing is cutting the cables up there and on there and splicing a section in, because if I was to cut them down, and be honest with you, the cables are so thin, I doubt if I can find a connector for it. So it's better for me to put a 30mm or 1.5 inch piece in there, yeah, strip it back, solder it in. I've got some heat shrink that I can put over the connections so they're not touching each other, and then a bigger piece of shrink wrap to go over the top of them so everything's sealed. But I'm letting the battery charge up, and I'll do that tomorrow, so look forward. Okay, so I'm charging the battery up, and this is my old Halford's battery charger. You can put it on turbo and charge it up extra quickly, but it basically just grabs the charge and throws it in there, because my smart charger refused to charge it because the battery voltage was so low, whereas these chargers just say I am putting the ampage and the voltage out, you're going to take it. And if it doesn't take it, then the battery's totally knackered. But to be honest with you, it's starting to take charge up. Now, as for comparison, this is a battery from a Hyundai mower with electric start, or used to have electric start, and you can see the difference in size. But this here is only used to start the mower. This is what is used to power the electric wheelbarrow around, so it needs to be bigger. And if you can read the details on the side of it, it shows you how much ampage and everything it should be doing. But to be honest with you, I have no idea how much one of these is going to cost if it needs replacing, but so far it's taking a charge. So that's the battery that needs to be charged up. I'll leave that to do it overnight. It should be done by then, no problem. And then tomorrow I'll sit down and I'll solder all that up there, but that'll be for the next video. because it's a bank holiday and it's 29 degrees in the workshop and I'm tired. I've had enough and I've got to clean the bathroom. So anyway, see you in the next video, folks, and if you liked it, hit the like button. If you really liked it, please hit the subscribe so you can get next chapter, part 2. See you then, bye.